Keen Gaming, they really need to find some lockdown here to help out with the Razor. While Typhoon, I mean, they could go to another controlling support, have Doom in the off lane, and kind of rotate pretty heavily. Not the worst play. Let's see what they want to do here with the Razor, Abaddon, Nature's Prophet. They banned that Sven earlier. As Abaddon should be in the 5 position. Nature's Prophet could be 4, but I assume he would be in the off lane. Reserve time being used so far for Keen Gaming, knowing that they're down to their last loss. Needing to take all the time that they can to figure out the perfect draft to stay alive. Coming down all the way to 20 seconds left in reserve time here for Keen.
Dire team pick.
And they eventually go to the Lion. So some control here as well as burst damage. And a Hex. We'll see if that ends up being enough. And now Typhoon, they go even more control. They go into the Wraith King.
Seconds remaining.
So we'll see if Wraith King
5 seconds remaining.
goes back to the off lane with Doom in the 4. Or if they throw this Wraith King in the safe lane. We shall see. But they can play this pretty aggressively with the lockdown that they have. Fan of that Bat Rider, so maybe they are thinking that that Wraith King's going to be in the
5 seconds remaining.
safe lane.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Ban the Arc Warden, they go Beastmaster, even more control. So I like this with just the mass lockdown.
10 seconds.
Get an
remaining.
Orchid eventually there on the Queen of Pain.
5
Some
seconds
good,
remaining.
really good pickoff potential. So things could look really good here for Typhoon.
You may now select.
But they
your
go
heroes.
Phantom Lancer. So Phantom Lancer safe lane. Razor mid, and it's going to be Gavar on the off lane. Beastmaster. Mid Queen of Pain, although AQ played it in the off lane previously. Fonte on the Wraith King. With Faith playing that Witch Doctor and Cat U on the 4 position Doom. So, Game 2 here, King Gaming. They are on the brink of elimination in this game 2, as Typhoon took that first one. So let's see what Typhoon can do with this. I'm excited. I think Typhoon have the lineup to do this. That's for sure. We're just waiting to get in this game. I don't think we're paused. There we go. Just a long time in between getting into the game and actually, you know, finishing the draft and actually getting into it. So here we go.
Prepare for battle.
And let's see if they set up the lanes similar to what they did last time. They did throw AQ in the off lane. I don't think they're going to do that again. They've got Fonte set up to go over towards top. And, yeah, Guevara is ready to go in the off lane. And we'll see who's there to help him out. Okay, Wraithfire Blast at a Treant, sure. Meanwhile, Razor digging up 500 battle points. That's always nice. A little half level right there.
30 seconds to battle.
Guevara and Cat U are putting a bit of pressure on over bottom. We'll see if anybody rotates in. They've got Old Chicken going into the safe lane, and actually Yi will be on the Phantom Lancer.
The battle begins.
Stun missing here from Kaka, and that'll allow Faith to grab that bounty rune. I'm not sure what that was entirely about. Just whiffing that stun. We'll bring Fonte over with Faith, and they do have Cask, so the double stun available right now for the side of Typhoon in this lane. You could definitely bully this line. And there wouldn't be much that King Gaming could say about it. I'll throw his stun to start. Neither Faith or Fonte will throw theirs with Wraithfire Blast as well as the Cask. They might even want to just wait for the Maledict. You Maledict Cask and then Wraithfire Blast. Maybe get yourself a level into the Mortal Strike. Lion would be hard pressed to play in a very postured position. The way he's sort of doing at the moment. Guevara just trying to farm up where he can. He goes Call of the Wild, level 1. Abaddon trying to do what he can with the Mist Coil. He'll harass Cat U. Needs to be careful if Guevara was to rotate over. Still just level 1 though, so not really much you could do in terms of DPS or anything there anyway. But there's Maledict thrown after Cask has already been used, as well as the Wraithfire Blast, so maybe not the way that they were intending to use that, but ends up doing so anyway. And Cat U needs to be careful as Mist Coil comes out, but Dark now under this tier 3 tower. and nobody rotating.
Generation.
Guevara could just get a kill right here. The boar spots him, and he's able to miscoil deny. So I'm surprised they really let Abaddon get away with that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Faith still just sitting level 2. Meanwhile, the Wraith King, he's just farming up where he can. Top 3 in the CS chart are all Radiant heroes at the moment. Typhoon just allowing them to farm as such, as they've got AQ over mid, the only one that's doing relatively well. It's 10-0 for the Wraith King, but that is compared to a Nature's Prophet, who is 17-10. So a lot going the right way right now for this Radiant Keen Gaming side, as AQ gets hit with the Spirit Lance. He's thinking about turning it. He does have Shadow Strike as well as the Scream of Pain with that Blink, so if he's close enough to Scream and Shadow Strike, then blink away, should be easily able to escape. But again, Miscoil is just being thrown out here. It creeps. Nobody dead on either side just yet. Witch Doctor's sitting low over towards top. That's Wraith King now level 3 and has level 2 into the Vampiric Aura. Or the Mortal Strike, sorry. Not sure why I thought that was Vampiric Aura after I called it Mortal Strike earlier in this game already. 4 minutes in though, no first blood. A bit of a surprise, as things have been quite calm for the moment. Phase Boots now picked up here for the Razor. So lack of aggression coming out for both sides. I think benefits here, Keen Gaming, is they've got the Phase Boots where you can keep up and get that static link off, be in a decent spot to take as much damage as you can and realistically end up, you know, chasing down a kill. Nature's Prophet was thinking about coming in. Kaka taking a lot of damage. Hit with that Maledict. There's the Wraithfire Blast. This should be first blood and will be. Fonte gets credit for that one. 1-0 in favor of Typhoon. That's a good kill for them there for Typhoon, as they finally get somebody on the board and they desperately needed it. So now AQ forced to blink out as Dark just healing up this Phantom Lancer, making him much more comfortable to dive. Fire Blast again now coming out onto the Nature's Prophet. Maledict comes through. They've got Cat U coming in. They will spot him. They have the damage. The stun a little bit too late. Now it's 2-0 in favor of Typhoon. So 6 minutes in, they finally get 2. King Gaming still left without a kill. But again, still farming these lanes very effectively, as, ooh, boy, they get the kill on a Fonte. They bring in both the Lion as well as the Nature's Prophet. Behind them was the Abaddon, but unneeded, as they just get the kill on a Fonte and back off. So back into the lane he'll come. Guevara just level 4. Needs to be careful of the advances of this Razor. Old 11, he's getting low. The rotation comes out from the Razor to try and get the kill on a Faith, and he will go down. Maledict, Aphotic Shield, that gets popped. They've got the static link on to Cat U. Wrath of Nature coming in, and now the Doom will try to get out, but he's stunned up and killed off. Heavy rotations coming out for Keen Gaming. Typhoon, not much they could do about it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower.
This turns into a tier 1.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So they get that tier 1 over bottom. They'll look for Guevara. They'll find the stun. They've got 4 here, and this is going to be another one here for King Gaming. 4-2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Towards top, Razor by himself. Faith comes over, cast bounces, but now the Wraith Fire Blast comes in. The Static Link taking away the damage of Fonte. Finally, they'll bring in AQ. They should have the follow-up damage to come in and get the kill, and they will. So the Sonic Wave from AQ finally making a rotation at level 7. They'll make it 4-3. Taking out the Razor is pretty important, and that'll slow down his farm as, well, Typhoon would like to be finding a little bit more in terms of comebacks, or, pickoffs. Not sure why I call them comebacks. They're just pressuring these towers. This is a pretty fast-paced lineup coming out from King Gaming. But here comes the Doom, here comes Guevara, and they will use that Primal Roar, but Cat Yu taking a lot of damage, and he's just going to die for his sins. They already used Primal Roar. How do they go in on this without the Sonic Wave?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't understand that one.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So AQ mid. We can push back Kaka, who's gonna find level 6 on this next creep wave, most likely. They've got Cat Yu, who's only level 4. He would love to have level 6. Get that Doom out could really help him out here. A reincarnation to blow. They're going into the Midas. As Guevara again taking a bit of damage.
I'll dig that.
Over towards top, and oh, now Witch Doctor loses his life to Old Chicken. He's just there by himself, going for the bounty room. Team Gaming saw a couple coming through, and well, they end up pressuring and getting themselves a kill. Lion gets the Hex out, Miscoil, and now they've got the Nature's Prophet with the finger coming in. It's now 7-3. Typhoon getting absolutely obliterated here in the early goings of this first game, or in the second game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Typhoon are not going to have an answer for
Tower has fallen.
a long time. Definitely can't expect them to have an answer when they're going Midas on the Wraith King. Yeah, he's got reincarnation, but that's it. King Gaming are ready to just run at them. Static Link on the Cat Yu. He'll try to run away. Chases on, and well, they've got the drums, but Cask won't bounce.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They pressure the Doom again, who does not have level 6. And Typhoon, not only are they down 3,000 net worth,
Has fallen.
but they're down about 2,000 experience on top of all that.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If Typhoon can find Next 5 minutes or so by themselves. Just continuing to farm up on all these heroes.
Are scanning.
You can see them really take advantage and well, potentially win a team
Radiant's
fight.
bottom tower is under attack.
They're gonna TP in the Abaddon, Faith in trouble and dead. Immediately killed off, and they try to get out of this one. Drums are used, and they throw down the Sprout, but well, they won't find the Beastmaster. So King Gaming get another one, putting them at 8-3. But over top, it's going to be now 9-3 as Old 11 comes in with Kaka as well as E to get yet another kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can't get the ball rolling here for Typhoon. Fonte will hope for Midas into the Radiance, but again, this is them doing what they did earlier to Team Sirius, where they choked out the map and moved it at such a quick pace. Great Fire Blast comes out. They've got the Abaddon with the Mist Coil. Static Link comes in, but they'll Primal Roar, a Photic Shield. Doom comes in, and they will eventually get the kill. The Wrath of Nature does a lot of damage and deters them from going in any further.
Dire's top tower. is
Primal
under
Roar
attack.
down for 70 seconds.
Hell's yes.
Not close to that Sacred Relic. They do have Doom to work with, so maybe they can find a pick-off here or there, but they haven't been moving really too solo to the side of King Gaming. Now the Diffusal Blade out on the Phantom Lancer, he could chase pretty much anybody. Got him. Oh. Finger blows Guevara out. Does make it 10-4. King Gaming still up 4,000 net worth. Top of the net worth right now is the Nature's Prophet, followed by the Phantom Lancer. So Old 11 Drums going into the Orchid. Shadow Blade next.
Money changes hands.
I'm not too certain how they lose the game at this point, but that would mean that they gave Typhoon about 25 minutes to play with. They're just going to continue to farm up. Typhoon are okay with that. They'd like to get this Radiance picked up on the Wraith King, but that is a tall order for a man who doesn't have a lot of spots to farm. AQ, he's going into Ags. He's got Veil right now. Beastmaster Necro 3 is being built next.
Dire are scanning.
They scan, but they won't find anybody. Actually, they're going to wrap on them. They take a look a little bit higher as this is Guevara immediately dead, Faith to follow. 2 quick kills there as King Gaming come around. And yeah, this is going to leave the Wraith King open to farm, as well as the Queen of Pain. But, I mean, these are guys that need so much time to make something happen. They're going in a Roche. They're taking the Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Not much
attack.
Typhoon can say about this one, that's for sure. TP over. Cat U. We'll try to TP out, and we'll be able to do so successfully. They don't have anything to stop that. Faith, he's trying to farm something. Wraith King trying to get into that Radiance. Still looking for the Sacred Relic. His farm has just been utterly slow. Kaka with the hack, still TPing old 11. Primal Roar to save this Queen of Pain, who's still silenced. The finger runs in. AQ blinks back, and we'll be able to survive. Guevara had forced the TP away, but used the Primal Roar on the line, so they weren't able to get the damage out. www.buy me some time to farm.
Is under attack.
And unfortunately for Typhoon, they just can't make any aggressive plays, and they lose their last outer tower. That tier 2 mid, last thing standing between the Radiant and going on to the high ground. And they turn around and get the exit kills on these heroes from King Gaming. Fonte gonna try and take this tier 2 tower himself. And he's got enough for the Sacred Relic. He'd like to have enough on buyback. And this is if any of them on King Gaming leave.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
7,000 net worth lead. They're going to look towards getting this kill over bottom. They will find Fonte. So it'll be reincarnation popped if they do get this kill, and they will. Kaka does not have finger available, but Wraithfire Blast, no damage will be left for him. Sprout, he's going to want to just attempt to TP out. He doesn't even do that. And Fonte will end up falling. That's a big kill. Take out Wraith King and put him on the sidelines for 24 seconds.
Gold is a great conductor.
I think if they could buy enough time, they can buy their way back into this game. It will require the Wraith King to get this Radiance and probably one more item. Guevara going into the Necro 3. He's close to the Necro 2, but not relatively
Dire's top shrine is under
too
attack.
close. Blink Dagger there for the Doom. No longer going for the Ags on the Queen of Pain. Going straight into the BKB. We'll see if that even is enough. Scan comes out, you gotta know that
Dire's
they're
top
in there.
shrine is under attack.
Which means they can't cross over to save this Beastmaster anyway. Old 11 just showing himself over mid.
Dire's top shrine is under
Like
attack.
some rotations over towards the top lane, but they're gonna try and take the tier 3 tower themselves.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nobody's stopping them. Again, just free reign. Free reign of the high ground, free reign of everything. Finger comes in, Faith in trouble, he'll end up dying, buys back immediately, AQ gets hexed up. But they're not going for anything, they're just kind of watching their base be devastated.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Veil Shadow Strike, what else? The answer right now is nothing. They are putting nothing into the faces of King Gaming. They just don't have anything. is reclaimed. And we'll actually go back for the Ags. See if this is a wise decision here from the Dire of Typhoon. They all smoke up, but they're just gonna head north. Nobody's there. And they're gonna waste this smoke. Very unfortunate there for Typhoon not finding anybody over in the top lane. Across that jungle. And they don't find anything there. They don't find a pickoff. They don't find anybody overextending on the side of King Gaming. They're going to smoke up again and try to make it work this time. And as they head more south, they just lose the courier. And they use drums. They're not going to find anybody again, avoiding back-to-back smokes. King Gaming. They're actually probably interested in fighting this one. And they find absolutely nobody in that entire time. King Gaming just forming up the entire map. Not much for Dire to do. Got the Necro 1 here on the Beastmaster. He was trying to go into that Necro 3. I guess he'll never find it. AQ, meanwhile, 500 gold away from having that Ags. And now behind him, silenced up, sprouted up, and now you're dead. Old 11 gets the kill. AQ dead for 45. And once again, the pressure back on from King Gaming. Invis, Sprout, Catyu's turn to go down. Diffuse a way to slow him up. That's going to be another kill. Blink Doom is going to be enough. They'll buy back on the Queen of Pain. The Inferno Blade comes out. They've got the ulti. They'll get the kill, so that's at least one. The stun threw onto the Doom. They'll look for more. The chase comes in, and it will be Dark getting low. AQ hitting away. So they've got themselves the Wraithfire Blast. They get 3 kills here, but is it too little too late? Definitely looks like it could just be too little too late in this game for that to really matter.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm gonna want to try and grab an objective, but Phantom Lance are up way too soon for them to pressure the tier 1 tower mid. Nature's Prophet coming over towards top. He's got the BKB now. Just not finding anything right now.
Dire's bottom
They got a couple of kills defending top, but it already cost them too much to get to that point. Down 11,000 net worth. They are, you know, keeping it sustained at that number. Radiance, BKB here for the Wraith King. AQ's got Ags. He's going into the Shivas next. No Orchid though. So does this squad really have the damage to take out anybody who's going to be charging into their base? Blink, stun, dust, nothing. Nobody even close. King Gaming doing a good job of avoiding confrontation at the moment. I have not been able to find anybody on Typhoon. Or for Typhoon.
Fit for a queen.
And they could just push through mid, but King Gaming, I mean, that's too easy. It's too easy for King Gaming. They don't want to do that just yet. But the smoke. No smoke. Just continue to farm up the jungle. Meanwhile, our enemies are in Roche trying to take the Aegis. They've got old chicken in there as well as Yi. They could cask and attempt to try and steal this. It's clear that they're backing off once again, and they might not even want to just try with this. So 11,000 net worth lead. What to do, what to do. Can they defend?
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
King Gaming have just been playing around the map perfectly. Not finding themselves into bad fights. Not extending out too far. Taking only what they can, and the whole time Typhoon's been trying to farm back, but
The seeds of fortune.
I don't think we've felt that presence yet at all. Oh, satanic here for this Phantom Lancer. He has not been bothered really much. Dire, all they can do is just kind of wait here. Wait for King Gaming to make a move. I don't think it's worth smoking up again. No, luckily nobody's got smoke. Because the last few smokes have come up empty by quite a margin. On the opposite side of the map of where King Gaming are. Actually, right now they're back in Roche. Not the quickest Roche ever to exist. We'll see if they even try to deny this Aegis. Some illusions coming up to the high ground. There's the blink forward. BKB is going to be popped here. Fonte, they've got the Primal Roar. They've also got the silence as well as the finger that's going to come through on the Cat Yu, who'll end up dying. They'll snap the Aegis on Yi. Now they'll look to clean up the rest. Typhoon in a lot of trouble. They'll lose Guevara. That's going to be 2 dead. He'll buy back. They lose Faith. That's 3. Make it a 4th. Down goes the Queen of Pain. And this could be all they wrote for Typhoon in this game. Hit with that sprout. There's the stun, draining the mana, and will end up dying. Dead for 70. Buyback from Witch Doctor, but what's it even gonna matter? stun, cast the Maledict. Buyback comes out from the Wraith King. They'll take out Guevara very quickly. Now they'll focus their attention on Fonte, and just as quickly as he bought back, he's dead. Gaming take the victory very easily. Thought out methodically. As they even up the series at 1. 23-7. Typhoon never really did anything, so really rough for them there. And well, as we see, Keen Gaming from beginning to end do take the victory. So we'll be back with Game 3 in just a moment. Stay right there. We'll be right back. And I'm your caster BCop at BCop92. Follow me on Twitter to know when I'm casting. See you in a bit.